was raised with a screen door slaps, holes in the floor, rats in the traps. Mama on pills, step dead drunk. I learned real quick how to swing and thump. Trailer park walls heard every damn fight. Cuss words flying through the hall at night. Ain't no bedtimes, flicked off lights. Woke up with rage and the jaw too tight. Had 2 shirts, one got ripped. Broke my fist in a schoolyard flip. I ain't have lunch, but I had them hands. Beat down boys with a switchblade stance. Back then we ain't talk about pain. We just smoked that hurt and prayed for rain. Rode them bikes through the ditch in flames. Never said much, just called them names. Never said much, kind. My crew came raw, Jeb, Tuck, and Reed. Farmhouse blood in a Don't Folk Creek. Tuck got jumped, we raised that hell. Broke 3 jaws when the story fell. Hardwood all day just to buy 1 meal. Cut that hay with a hand-me-down steel. You talk tough now on a screening cap, but we bled in the mud with a tool belt strap. Still got burn marks from the tailpipe scars. Still pray loud under rusted stars. Still hear mama crying late at night, but I spit that truth when I grip this mic. We don't need chains, we don't need fame. We just need boots and a last name. Tatted on arms, pain in the tone. We kings of the scrap, made a throne from stone. Build a throne from stone. Still ride dirty in a lifted Dodge. 4 ball ties in the law chain lodge. Still got fists like cinder blocks. Still got boys who'll crash your spot. Moonshine breath in a rebel tongue. Grit in the soul since we was young. Ain't no switch, no mask, no bluff. We was raised by pain and powered by tough. Ripped jean, not pockets and truck bed scars. Came from nothing, now we going hard. Outlaw sound with a holler bite. Hillbilly build and we still gon' fight. Made a throne from stone. This ain't for show. This for the broke boys and busted boots. The ones who never had a shot, still made a name. We the red clay renegades, and we don't die, we stain the earth. After how I've led my life, it's a miracle I'm alive. Mama thought I died after what I put her through. I think she was right. I was poison in a bottle, hating the grin, raised on back street brawling, baptized in sin. They said I was heartless, they was right to say I'd sell my soul twice just to win a damn day. Mama used to cry behind that kitchen door. She said, son, if death don't get you, hell's got more. I seen the shame in her eyes when she spoke my name, like she already carved it on a stone with blame. I was every man's warning, every woman's regret. Left scars in places I still ain't faced yet. Mama said, I swear on the grave of your kin, I'll have to dress you in a casket from the life you win. Every fight I picked, every lie I told, I was digging my grave while my heart went cold. And God, he was just a name I spat between the smoke, the blood, and the baseball bat. But that night I broke in half, face down in the gutter, couldn't even laugh. Then I felt not loud, not proud, but soft like thunder rolling through a cloud. He said, you ain't dead yet, but you damn near close. Let me carry what's killing you the most. And right there in the mess I made with my hands, Jesus reached down and he helped me stand. I staggered to mama's porch at 5 a.m., looking like death, barely breathing again. She opened that door, her eyes went wide. I said, mama, he found me, he didn't let me die. She dropped to her knees, said, thank you, Lord. Held me tight like I was her reward. And I cried like a boy who never had a chance, as Jesus washed the blood off these devil hands. You think you're too far gone, too broke, too mean. I was lowered in hell and still got clean. It ain't about church walls or a Sunday suit. It's about a God who walks where bullets shoot. He saw me armed, drunk, and proud, and whispered love through the chaos loud. Didn't need a choir, just trust my broken breath to raise me up from the bed of death. Jesus, oh Jesus, he ain't just for saints. He's for killers and liars and worn out restraints. He sat in the shadows while I spat in his face. Still opened his arms full of mercy and grace. Now I sing to the lost, the damned, the afraid. From a grave I climbed out of the night I prayed. I was a dead man walking to mercy bled through. And Jesus said, son, I died for you. So if you hear me tonight from some motel floor, he's waiting just outside your war. You ain't too far. You never were.
Rolling up slow in them lifted rigs, shine them down clean like a country kid's gig. Chrome wheels gleaming, tires all fat, diesel growling like a pissed off cat. We meet at the lot when the sun dips low, crew lined up like a backwoods show. Hit the plug for that stanky green, now every glove box got a zip so clean. Southern draw with a back row beat, smell that skunk rolling out the back seat. Good old boys with a blazing hand, riding deep in the mud, ain't no pavement plan. We mud and stone with my buddies, yeah we raised hell loud and rowdy. Trucks lined up, lifted and proud, speakers booming like a smoke cloud cloudy. We smoke, 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 crank up that boom. Bass hits hard like a four-wheel tune. Mud flying high, getting lost in the ruts, with my southern queen rolling big old blunts. This backwoods life, yeah, that's our dream. Mud and stone with my redneck team. Speakers knocking like a shotgun blast, swisher full of pine and a cup full of gas. Every truck got a cooler and a bong and back. We ain't worried about the law, we was born to clash. That mud pit's deep like a whiskey soul. Got my girl in the cab with a tight back roll. She spark it up while we spin them tires. Flames from the stacks looking like bonfire. We ain't got suits or city boy shoes. We rock cut off jeans and muddy tattoos. Skinnered on loop and a dab on deck. We ain't cleaned up since the county check. We mud and stone with my buddies, yeah we raised hell loud and rowdy. Trucks lined up, lifted and proud, speakers booming like a smoke cloud cloudy. We smoke, 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 crank up that boom. Bass hits hard like a four-wheel tune. Mud flying high, getting lost in the ruts, with my southern queen rolling big old blunts. This backwoods life, yeah that's our dream. Mud and stone with my redneck team. Back roads twist like the smoke we blow. Trucks ain't clean but our spirits glow. City boys ride but they ain't like us. We raise hell, shoot cans and cuss. Ain't no Uber, ain't no train. We ride that mud, we love that strain. Got dirt on the dash and a girl on lean. High as the stars with a rebel gleam. We mud and stone with my buddies, yeah we raised hell loud and rowdy. Trucks lined up, lifted and proud, speakers booming like a smoke cloud cloudy. We smoke, 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 crank up that boom. Bass hits hard like a four-wheel tune. Mud flying high, getting lost in the ruts, with my southern queen rolling big old blunts. This backwoods life, yeah, that's our dream. Mud and stone with my redneck team.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Grew up in a shack where the floorboard creaked, where the roaches ran and the cold cut deep. Mama got high, daddy got gone. Learned real quick how to man up strong. No hugs, just hits, no grace, just grit. Learned to swing fists when the belt got lit. Clay got cracked by a drunk ass step. Jeb got beat till he couldn't take breath. I said fuck this life, let's flip that script. We formed a pack when the world went split. Blood bond brothers from the same old scars. Raised in hell, now we run with stars. Outcast misfits born from wreckage. Moonshine veins and broke home wrecking. No silver spoons, no trust fund stack. Just hand me down pain and a 30-06 strap. Clay got a tat said live through rage. Jeb got scars that still ain't aged. I got a mind that don't sit still and a heart that pumps that backwoods will. Oh,
damn day was a fight to breathe. So we raised hell out behind them trees, made our own rules in the pine tree church, where the choir's just boots and the Lord wears dirt. Red-eyed wild with a sawed-off soul, gas in the tank and we out of control. Broke in homes and we broke them chains, turned pain to pride and the hurt to flame. No peace signs, just middle fingers, memories sharp like switchblade zingers. We run deep like cuts on arms, don't need no badge to sound alarms. We made war with the hands we got, fought grown men on a dime-sized plot. Ain't no fear in a hollow-born heart, we the boys they warned about from the start. So if you see us rolling with that don't care face, just know we came from a no-love place. And if one of us swings, we all gon' brawl. We the Holloworn Outlaws, fuck 'em all. So if you see us rolling with that don't care face, just know we came from a no-love place. And if one of us swings, we all gon' brawl. We the Holloworn Outlaws, fuck 'em all. Outcast misfits born from wrecked moonshine veins and broke home wrecking. No silver spoons, no trust fund stack, just hand-me-down pain in a 30-ounce six-strap. Clay got a tat said live through rage. Jeb got scars that still ain't aged. I got a mind that don't sit still and a heart that pumps that Backwoods will.
You ever worked 12 hours in steel-toed boots? Sweating like a hog in a smokehouse boot. Come home beat up, dirty and sore, but the second I hit that garage floor, boy, it's therapy time. Let me tell you about that. All about it. Clocked out at 5, felt like I got jumped. Sun beating down, my face all lump. Boots scuffed up like they fought a war, but I still am proud through that old back door. Hit the garage, that sacred place. Wrench hanging up like it's saving grace. My old workbench got stains and scars, but it holds more green than a mason jar. That's right, big old sack, loud as a train. Smell hit my nose, fried my brain. Toolbox whispering, it's time to roll. Pulled a pack of papers from that rusty hole. I twisted tight like a torque on a lug. Put flame to that leaf like I'm sparking a plug. Inhale deep, let the troubles fade. Now I'm giggling like a kid on parade. I've been working all damn day. My boots are busted, my back gone gray, but I light that flame and float away. Rolling in clouds in my Chevrolet. Grease on my hands, smoking the airlift kit halfway, but I don't care. Wrench in one hand, roach in the other. Garage so hazy I can find my brother. Ain't nothing like homegrown peace, little bit of THC and elbow grease. I ain't rich, but I sure feel blessed with weed in my lungs and the tools. That Chevy sitting on a half-done lift, looking like a pirate with a crooked shift, but I love her still. She's a four-wheel queen, raised on Swisher Sweets and kerosene. Bumper dinner from a fence I hit, tailgate rattles like a snake that's lit. I get to wrenching while my joints still burn, can't find the socket, guess I'll take a turn. Talk to myself like, come on man, drop the bolt, say some bitch again, but it's all good, I'm high as the moon. Singing Skinner loud and humming out of tune. Put shocks on crooked, don't even care, long as this kush keeps it in the air. Neighbors peeking through the blinds and frowning, I'm out here buzzing like a baseline pound. I've been working all damn day, my knuckles bleeding, my soul gone gray, but a bag of green makes it all okay. I'm blowing smoke like a diesel display, lift that Chevy, spark that flame. Every dang day I do the same, tools clanking, buds getting fried, laughing at life while I lift and ride. Garage is my church, wrench is my hymn, ganja's my Bible and I read it grim. I don't preach, I don't judge, just light up and give that truck a nudge. I got an ashtray made from an old oil pan, cup holder got resin and a rubber band, work shirt hanging on a craftsman rack, and a sticker that says don't tread on jack. Got a box of screws and a jar of roaches, high enough to see interstellar coaches. If aliens land, they gon' get a ride in my crooked Chevy with that country pride. Now I finished the lift, I'm greasy and baked, truck sitting high like a frosted cake. Tires so big they scare raccoons, rattling windows and howling tunes. I reach in the glove box, stash my heat, just in case the law wanna act a
mentally, but mostly I'm peaceful, floating like mist with a pine-scented blunt and a punching fist. Pull out the driveway, high beams glowing, stereo thumping like corn still growing. Where am I headed? Back to the plug. Gotta re-up before I run out of love, cause every day I grind for that green. Sweat and smoke is my daily routine. They call it lazy, I call it art. Fix a truck, roll a blunt, now that's street smart.
I'm working all damn day, now I'm drifting in the smoky ballet. Wrenching lit and lit while wrenching. If the weed's good, I ain't even flinching. Smoke rising like a prayer in heat. Oil on the floor, blunt on repeat. Ain't no shame in how I roam. Wrenching reef for this garage, my home.
Y'all thought I was lazy. Hell no, I'm just lifted. You don't want that heat. Behind these woods, we don't tweet, we tweak. Don't get confused, not what you think. Every click, every clack, that's quiet to me. Welcome to the Pine Strip Prophecy, Hillbilly Heat. Hillbilly Heat.
Bookshelf slide, wall go shh. Push that pommel, feel that click. Steel room tune full of tactical wrath. Blueprint scopes and a bloodstained path. Air 15 with a Faxon barrel. Custom bolt, carved like a pharaoh. Mag pull stock in an M-Low rail. Surefire light when I hit, I hail. Binary trigger with a crisp ass break. Arrow up for the cleanest quake. Vortex glass got a reticle glow. Turn a moving dot into a red halo. Glock 19 Gen 5 with flare. Slide cut down with a radiant air. Compensator bark like a Doberman bite. Trigger reset shorter than your TikTok life. Hillbilly heat, boy, you don't want that. Every piece polished, every mag got clap. You step on this land, you gon' feel that streak. Full metal prayers through your passenger seat. I'm deep in the woods where the code runs deep. Talking 223s while y'all count sheep. It's more than a gun, it's a southern heartbeat. You don't want that smoke, you don't want that heat. Benelli info, ghost ring load. 7-round tube, that's scattergun mode. Buckshot dance, make your whole squad split. Breaching them doors like a holy writ. CZ Scorpion, full SBR. Brace fold tight like a muscle car. Hollow sun glare with a 20-round stick. Sub gun harmony, fast and slick. AK-74 with the Baker light kiss. Drop a mag fast with a callous grip twist. Side rail optics sling with a QD. Steel core send from the deep country. Revolver snub with a crimson trace. 357 leave no face. Hand fit trigger and a fluted wheel. One pull feel like a sawed off deal. Hillbilly heat, boy, you don't want that. From the holler to the shed, I'm a full clip cat. You walk in my zone, you better retreat. I speak in steel tongues and my sermons ain't sweet. Pine needle prayer, got no elite. Just a camo soul and a 45 beat. Cross the line, meet that southern elite. You don't want that smoke, you don't want that heat. Hidden trap door, down I go. Coded lock on the ammo row. 7.62 with a subsonic load. Quiet as death when the trigger go mode. Black powder flintlock carved by hand. Smoke roll out like a cursed land. Ball and cap with a walnut stock. Antique soul that'll stop your clock. 308 bolt with a fluted spine. Night force scope for the skyline line. Threaded suppressor, SD round. You won't hear shit when you hit that ground. My garage got tools and a 300 back. Built from the ground, no serial track. Gas block tuned and the buffer match. Barrel so tight, make a tree line scratch. Hillbilly heat, this a war-born hymn. Not a flex, not a show, this my origin. Rifles in rows like a choir in pews. Drums on the shelf and the red dot views. Backwoods bred with a combat creed. Every gun looped up like it's born to bleed. Try your luck, come stomp these feet. You don't want that smoke, you don't want that heat. You think the South just picking banjos? Boy, we pick calibers. Welcome to the Pine Line Prophecy. Welcome to Hillbilly Heat.
No rules, no ref, just boots, fists, and blood on breath. You call one out, we show up swinging. Welcome to the country.
Pull down that trail past the bones and beer, where the moss don't move and the woods don't cheer. Circle of trucks with the brights on blaze, where boys grow teeth, the fists get praise. He called me out with a dip-stained grin, said step up boy, now let's begin. No mouth guards, no gloves, no pads, just boots in the dirt and blood-soaked rags. I threw that first one, split his brow. He spit out teeth like try me now. He cracked my rib, I broke his nose. One round left, let's see who folds. Eyes wide wild, jawbone cracked. Pine tree bark with a spine on the back. This ain't no show, this ain't no bluff. In the hollow we brawl till enough's enough. Country brawl, not a damn debate. No fake flex talk, no keyboard hate. One call me out, best pray you crawl, cause I don't throw shade, I throw brawls. Horse blood stains drip while the banjos call. Welcome to hell, it's a country
country brawl. You think she's soft cause she paints her nails, she'll rip out roots and bite like jail. Country girl rage with a blacked out eye, you cross that line, she'll watch you cry. Jolene pulled up with a chain in hand, tossed it down, said let's make a stand. Boots off, earrings gone, gum spit out. Then Kaylee swung like a bar fight bout. Hair got yanked, blood hit the leaves, ripped shirt, split lip, torn up sleeves. Ain't no screaming, just pure intent, like wolves on heat with bones to vent. Slap that head off a hickory stump, knee to the gut, made her lungs go thump. She don't fight cute, she breaks your jaw and walks off smiling from a country brawl. If it don't take brawl, you feel that snap when knuckles kiss teeth and ribs collapse. Bird dirt don't lie and trees don't talk, we leave them living when they try to stalk. Booming bass with blood and draw, you got smoke, bring it to the country brawl.
No rules, no honor, just rage in the mud and a backwoods slaughter. We don't jump, we don't cheat, but when we brawl, we bring the heat.
This ain't no city feud, no stage drama. This is raised by wolves, taught by trauma. One-on-one, we settle it cold with busted knuckles and a story told. Ain't no cops, ain't no sirens, just backwoods steel and primal violence. We don't post threats, we post bail and leave them laying like a dog on tail. If you talk tough, you best be right, or get your lights punched out tonight. This ain't no flex, no barroom scrawl, this is bone for bone. It's country brawl, no running now. You spoke that name, we showed up proud, then one by one we stand and maul. We don't stop swinging till your shadow falls. Boom that bass, let the pain install. It's death by fist in a country brawl.
Yeah, crack a cold one, toss a boot in the air. If your cousin's your plumber, put your hands in the air, let's get it. Slinging menace in a beat-up Dodge with a grill so rusted it could buy the garage. Got a mullet so long it gets stuck in my fan, and my flip phone ringtone's just me yelling damn. I fry a bologna with a hair dry plug, and I shave with a knife that I found in the rug. Wife mad again cause I fixed a drain with a Slim Jim stick and some window pane. I hunt squirrels with a slingshot spoon, and I bathe in the creek to save hot water in June. Wi-Fi? Nah, but I got good aim. Took down a drone with a jar of corn and shit. This ain't mud, it's a hillbilly flex. Got a lawnmower drifting in the Dollar Tree lot. Next, camel shorts and a dog named Chex, and a pool made of pallets where the neighbors get wrecked. Cooking hot dogs on a clothesline wire with a boombox playing John Deere 5. Rednecks wrong, then I ain't polite. Snap necks, fry catfish, rap all night. I use duct tape like it's church communion. Built a porch swing out of parts from a Buick reunion. Fridge got beer, pickles and cheese, and a raccoon named Tater that I trained to say please. I grill spam with a blowtorch flame, and I change my oil with a jug of mayonnaise. My gal got nails like a backhoe rake, and a tramp stamp tat of a Confederate snake. I went at beer pong with a tin can lid, and I once used a goat as a babysit kid. Got a grill made of brick, steel flips like magic, and my raps hit harder than a drunk uncle's traffic. This ain't mud, it's a hillbilly flex. Got a lawnmower drifting in the Dollar Tree lot. Next, camo shorts and a dog named Chex, and a pool made of pallets where the neighbors get wrecked. Cooking hot dogs on a clothesline wire with a boombox playing John Deere 5. Rednecks wrong, then I ain't polite. Snap necks, fry catfish, rap all night. Fast like a possum getting chased by fate. I moonwalk barefoot on a license plate. I ain't got style, but I got duct tape, and a girl with a grill that says Jid Beck 8. So holler if you're proud and broke your sin, with a rebel yell louder than your next of kin. We sling bars like mud on a Friday flight. Redneck rap royalty, out of sight. Y'all right, y'all right, y'all right, y'all right.
You don't know pain till your belly touches back, till your own mama tells you to pack, till you build a kingdom out of rust and hurt. This one's for every outlaw raised in the dirt.
13 years old with a bag and a bruised dream. Kicked out cold, ain't no in between. Stepped dead drunk, swung on me twice. I swung back and paid the price. Mama said, boy, if y'all can't live right, then hit that road and be gone by night. So I hit them woods with a fifth of beer. No map, no plan, just fight or fear. Old boots, hand-me-down flannel, heart full of rage, tuned to every damn channel. Wrote my pain in that tattered notebook, cried in the shadows where nobody lived.
I die out in them pines, but I wrote pain down
voice where the cows scream. On a porch swing dreaming of a rebel team. Lit my first blunt by a burning barn. Heard country twanging my soul's alarm. I ain't a rapper, I'm a preacher in pain. Every verse got hell, every hook got rain. I grew up fast cause I had to eat. Dug for worms just to catch some meat. No shoes, some nights, just frost on toes. Heard gunshots echo through the poplar rows. They laughed when I said I'd make it big. Now they all quiet when I step on the rig.
I ain't just a man, I'm the storm that came. A renegade flame that can't be tamed. I got no label, no puppet strings. Just pain and pride and freedom wings. I face my demons, looked them in the eye. Told them I'd write till the day I die. Turn tears into tracks and hate into songs. Now my voice echoes where I once
They said I died in them pines, but I wrote pain down line by line. Cried on paper, bled in pen. Wrote verses when I had no friends. Guitar mic and a busted phone. Now I sit on a throne of my own. Ain't nobody gonna stop this rise. I built this fire from my own cries. I took that pain, turned it to pride. Now I got that truth that never died.
Now I'm 21 with a hellbound name. Country boy king with a homemade flame. Labels blowing up my phone all week, but I don't answer, not for the week. I sign checks, not contracts, bro. I plant seeds, let my own crops grow. No stylists, no suits, no Hollywood scene. Just camo hats and diesel dreams. Red clay roads where I paved my crown. They laugh when I fail, now they watch me now. I own every scar, every sleepless night, every lost friend, every
They said I died in them pines, but I wrote pain down line by line. Cried on paper, bled in pen. Wrote verses when I had no friends. Guitar mic and a busted phone. Now I sit on a throne of my own. From the dirt to the light, I found my zone. Built a kingdom where the wild things roam.
I was born with nothing, turned hurt into harmony, and I'll die with pride.
On this throne of my own.
Packed my duffel bag, left it all behind. Mama's tears, she was scared to see me go and fight. I swore to her, I'll make you proud one day. Went off to war with the flag and prayed. Came back home, thought it'd be the same, but I don't recognize this place, damn, what's changed? Used to see smiles when I walked the street. Now all I see is anger and defeat. Folk ain't got time for a simple hate. They'd rather argue about who's wrong or right all day. I fought for us, I gave my soul. Now I'm back and I can't find that goal.
The country I came home to don't feel like the one I knew. Where's the pride? Where's the love gone? It's a world that's angry, hurt, and wrong. You're cold as stone, you're lost inside. The flames gone out, nowhere to hide. The country I came home to.
Tell me, where'd we go wrong to? I seen death, felt the fire, the pain. Saw my brothers fall and I still hear the names. I came back home with a heart that's scarred. Thought I'd find peace, but it's been torn apart. Used to be pride in our hands held high. Now we fight and we bicker, we just pass on by. We got freedom, but it's lost on the street. Chasing lies, we forgot what it means to be free. I gave my life for the country I love. Now it feels like a stranger is lost in the dust.
The country I came home to don't feel like the one I knew. Where's the pride? Where's the love gone? It's a world that's angry, hurt, and wrong. You're cold as stone, you're lost inside. The flames gone out, nowhere to hide. The country I came home to.
Tell me, where'd we go wrong to? I still hang that flag on my porch, damn right, but it don't feel the same, not in this fight. Y'all shout about freedom, but you don't stand. You rather tear down than lend a hand. I'm not a hero, I'm just a man. Fought for this place, but don't understand. Where's the unity, where's the pride? Where's the love for what's real, what's inside?
The country I came home to don't feel like the one I knew. Where's the pride? Where's the love gone? It's a world
Tell me, where'd we go wrong to? I came home to a country I don't know. This ain't the place I swore to protect, no. I fought for freedom for a better way, but now all I see is the price we pay. Maybe we've lost what it used to mean. Maybe we've forgotten what this flag could be. But I still love you even though you're blind. I just hope we find our way back in time.
The country I came home to.
Tell me, where'd we go wrong to?
Yeah. Clock out boots, mud is so heavy. Ain't nothing like that backwoods therapy. We don't need no shrink, just a bic and a blunt. Let's ride. Hard hat hanging off a rear view mirror. Sweat on my brow, vision getting clearer. Steel toe boots caked up with grime. Work that line from dawn to quitting time. Punch that clock with a growl in my gut. Boss man barking, but I ain't giving up. Hop in my Chevy with a six-pack cold. Headed to the farm where the real ones roll. We go deep where the cornrows hide. Where the moonlight cuts through a southern sky. Blaze that green till the pain don't show. Out where the tractors and the secrets grow. We don't talk, we talk. We drift in clouds. That hillbilly smoke don't ever come down. Down in the crops where the law don't creep. We roll it up and find our peace. I park behind the silo, boots hit the dirt. Light up that diesel, forget all the hurt. Walk through the rows where the tall stalks bend. That green glow flicker like a long lost friend. Tucked in a shack made of tin and hope. With a flag on the wall and a backwoods rope. Got a mason jar stash and a pipe carved clean. It's my church, my calm, my smoky dream. Roll up a blunt like I'm rolling off stress. Each puff takes me from this redneck mess. Ain't no sound but the crickets and toes. Just me and my high and them dirt road coats. We go deep where the cornrows hide. Where the moonlight cuts through a southern sky. Blaze that green till the pain don't show. Out where the tractors and the secrets grow. We don't talk, we talk. We drift in clouds. That hillbilly smoke don't ever come down. Down in the crops where the law don't creep. We roll it up and find our peace. Yeah, out here, we don't stress. We inhale freedom. Say it ain't right to hide and smoke and avoid the fight. But when life cuts deep and the days get long, this backwoods haze is where I belong. We go deep where the cornrows hide. Where the moonlight cuts through a southern sky. Blaze that green till the pain don't show. Out where the tractors and the secrets grow. We don't talk, we talk. We drift in clouds. That hillbilly smoke don't ever come down. Down in the crops where the law don't creep. We roll it up and find our peace.
Way out deep where the dirt road winds. We grow that green where the law don't find. Bonfire lit when the moon gets high. Got a keg on tap and smoke in the sky. Boots in the mud, got a buzz in my soul. Bass in the truck like thunder roll. Shotguns pop just for fun. And the night don't stop till we see the sun. Backwoods crew with that rowdy pride. Pass that jar, let the trouble ride. Somebody tripped, fell straight in the creek. Still hollering loud with the blunt in the teeth. One too many and the boots got slick. Tried to dance, did a cartwheel kick. Another one leaned on the side of a tree. Then threw up twice screaming, don't judge me, yeah. We get lit in the sticks. High as hell and raising it. Kegs and clips, moonshine sips. Thick as thieves and dirty tricks. Guns go bang, damn boots go stomp. Girls get wild over backseat romps. If you ain't backwoods, better take a hike. This that drunken stone redneck. Weed in a can buried under that oak. Light it up clean, then we all get smoked. Tall and sticky like a pine tree limb. Roll it up fat, let the chaos begin. Somebody tried to ride a hawk through the fire, yelling yeehaw like a barbed wire fly. Another caught a glance and a jealous scream. Now it's two girls brawling in the moonbeam. Speakers crank with the bass real Old tailgate looking like a rowdy feud. Camo tops and daisy cut jeans, shaking it fast like Southern Queens. One fool climbed up on the roof for kicks, yelled watch this, then spilled his mix. Shot a can off a stump and missed his toe. Now he's limping like a rodeo show. We get lit in the sticks, high as hell and raising it. Kegs and clips, moonshine sips, thick as thieves and dirty tricks. Guns go bang, them boots go stomp. Girls get wild over backseat romps. If you ain't backwoods, better take a hike. This that drunken stone redneck. It's all fun till somebody crying. Hair get pulled and fists start flying. One girl's twerking in the mud for clout. Next one passed out with her lashes out. We drunk, we high, we lost our minds. Even raccoons bring beer sometimes. Morning rolls in with a smoky haze, still lit from the hillbilly blaze. Jeans got dirt, face got ash, still got roaches in the truck bed stash. Ain't no glam, just grit and pride. Country strong with a reckless stride. Raised by fire, storm and grit. If you ain't wild, then you best not sit. Hell, we get lit in the sticks, high as hell and raising it. Kegs and clips, moonshine sips, thick as thieves and dirty tricks. Guns go bang, them boots go stomp. Girls get wild over backseat romps. If you ain't backwoods, better take a hike. This that drunken stone redneck life.
We don't talk tough, we fight dirty. Muddin' by moonlight, raised on grit and 30-30s.
Raised where the holler got teeth in the ground, where the dogs don't bark, they bites around. Where a four-wheel spin is a church amen, and the tailgate's thrown from by outlaw men. Boots caked in blood, beer and clay, where the sun sets red like a fresh broke day. We farm, we hunt, we fight for fun, ain't no backing down once the whiskey's done. Old school rig with a lifted frame, spitting mud like a dragon, breathing flame. Got a subwoofer thumping like a ballroom brawl, and a sawed-off shotgun hanging in the stall. We rowdy loud, redneck proud, floorboard shaking and the bass too loud. Muddin', shooting, chugging, swinging, this backwoods life's what we've been bringing. No fake flexing, no city slick lies, just moonshine breath and a rebel cry. Southern raised, outlaw fire, we live in dirt and shoot up tight. Got duct tape holding the bumper tight, headlights wire with a Zippo light. Barn door squeaks, but it still swings wide. Where a deer skull hangs and the ammo hides. Diesel in my blood and spit in my jaw. Learned how to brawl before I learned the law. Swamp boo stomping like a rebel march in a field full of corn grown stiff and starch. Fish fry oil, black smoke sky, spitting out truth in a war cry. Camo pants, no fancy brands, we build our grills from oil pans. We rowdy loud, redneck proud, floorboard shaking and the bass too loud. Muddin', shooting, chugging, swinging, this backwoods life's what we've been bringing. Hunting, fishing, diesel burning, we race hell when the backroads turning. Southern bred, full throttle fire, we blowin' smoke like a ghost on wires. No fence lines hold us back, we raised on fights and rifles rack. It's in our drawl, it's in our veins. Born in the woods where there ain't no chains. Fast lane living with a John Deere heart. Started in the sticks, now we tear it apart. Corn liquor fuel in a soda can flask with a middle finger wave and a camo mask. If you don't know, then you don't belong, cause we skiing our dinner and write our songs. This is outlaw dirt, southern grit. If you ain't redneck, you better quit. We rowdy loud, redneck proud, floorboard shaking and the bass too loud. Muddin', shooting, chugging, swinging, this backwoods life's what we've been bringing. Moonshine heat, backwoods choir, we holler loud till the barn's on fire. Southern bred, outlaw fire, we live in dirt and shoot up tires.
This ain't a lifestyle, it's a declaration of Southern defiance. Yeah.
This ain't no gimmick, it's grit in the frame. It's the redneck vibe, put respect on the name. We ain't polished, we raw like a busted front tooth, where the whiskey burns harder than a big man's truth. Y'all watch Netflix, we watch the corn grow. Backwoods cinema, mud, blood, and ammo. Whole crew deep in the pine tree haze. Lift kit spliffs and Confederate blades. We ain't Hollywood, we hollow tip ready. That YouTube link gon' hit like a Chevy. Backfiring truth through a flow so savage, I spit propane while I roll through baggage. Country rap, we the new breed stomping. Hard bass hit like a 12-point drop in. Talk guns, guts, grits and grief, and love so low. lost, it'll rot your teeth. Yeah, we fish in the flood when the creek gets mad, and we hunt like ghosts with our granddad's mag. This channel ain't soft, it's a buckshot blast. It's a rebel yell trapped in a digital cast. We got fights on film, love and loss, stories about daddies we buried in moss. Old trucks rumbling, tire cord showing, middle fingers fly in while the whiskey's flowing. It's the country trap with a twisted grin, a sawed-off soul with a sin sets in, where the preachers ride Harleys and the deacons tote, and the choir hit notes with a chaw when they throw moonshine batches in the kiddie pool. Cooler pit bulls posted like county line rulers. Banjo scream over 808 thunder. We the storm rolling out of backwoods hunger. Y'all want bass, got it slammed like a gavel. Jacked up subs in a truck that rattles. You want grit, we got raw spit ammo. Bars get laid like camo in battle. This YouTube, it's a rebel's church. We baptize beats in pine wood dirt. Every vid we drop, it's a sermon of scars with a skyline drawn in jailhouse bars. You like mudding, click the damn link. We slang more dirt than a town hall stink. You like fishing, we got lines and laughs. Hooking catfish while we preaching raps. You like realness, then buckle your vest, cause we roll with the weight of a PTSD chest. We ain't flexing, we confessing through flames, filling backroads truth in a bloodstained name. This that hard country based in midnight vibes, where the only yell we take is the one we like. Where Miller cans dented in the knuckles stay red from punching through pain or fighting regret. We drop vids like moonshine drops, illegally raw with a steel toe stomp. That camera gon' catch what the world won't say. How we cry for our kin while we load that gauge. From deer stands to heartbreak, it's all uncaged. We tell it how it is on a digital stage. Every heartbreak, every gun rack scene, every muddy field where we chase that dream. No fake flex, no city boy skits, just stories of life from the backwoods pits. We got women in flannel who outshoot your crew, and a grandma who dips while she skins raccoons. We talk addiction, redemption, and dirt. We show pain like stains on a work shirt, and we laugh through scars, joke through tears, crack beers with the ghosts of our younger years. So if you're tired of the fake and the polished pride, come see the real on them redneck vibes. Hit that sub, let the rebel rise. Let the algorithms fill these country cries. Like, share, follow, you know the drill. We turn trauma to a rhythm and pain to skill. Search the redneck vibe and buckle up tight. We the dark in the woods with a GoPro light. This country is trap, it's truth with teeth. It's the South getting loud with a digital beat. This a platform for the boots and brews, for the country kids the world refused. We the lost boys grown with a fire in the gut, turn riches and dreams in a world that's shut. So click that link if you feel that pride, and welcome to the tribe, them redneck vibes.
Every morning smell the coffee blend with weed. Me and Pops, we all the high we need. Wrenches, roaches, and a lifted dream. Welcome to our backwards routine.
Wake up early with a yawn and a grin. Ashtray full, resin stuck to my skin. Half the trailer boots on red clay ground. Pops already sparking up, I hear that sound. We don't need alarms, just a rooster in the flame. A big fat joint with a family name. He taught me how to roll it like I roll them bolts. Slow and tight like them chrome lug coats. Playing the day, son, he says with a toke. I scribble on a knacker through a puff of smoke. A lift kit job and a busted Ford. Oil pan leak and a Chevy restored. Cussing out parts like the God of soul. Rust on my hands, but I feel whole. We ain't just turning wrenches, we build machines. Grease, guts, and ganja in our daily routine.
We get stoned before we work, hands in grease, hearts in dirt. Smoke curls out that two-man shack, banjo strumming while we twist them jacks. A son and his daddy, we don't ask why, just laugh at the world as it rolls on by. Yeah, I get stoned with my dad.
Ticks on and the lift hits high. Truck in the air and we reach for the sky. Hand me that wrench, he grins through the haze. I pass it slow, still locked in the days. Rusted bolts, busted knuckles. Torque that frame to the chassis buckles. Old man don't miss, he's a damn machine. One hit from him makes that axle clean. Then it's noon and the bell don't chime, but my stomach growls like it's fighting time. Pop the tailgate down on the old shop truck. Mama pack brisket, we don't need luck. Jar sweet tea and the blunt on deck. Deviled eggs, taters, and a smoke break check. Sun on our face, grease on our sleeves. Laughing about life while the smoke just weave. We talk about girls, engines, and God, how the world's gone soft and life's been hard. But we got weed steel and bloodline pride, and we ride that vibe to the day we die.
We get stoned before we break. Lunch on a bumper joint for grace. Smoke rolls out in the red dirt breeze. Truths get told underneath them trees. A son and his daddy, bonfires tied, living this life in the green and the light. Yeah, I get stoned Stone with my dad. 3 p.m. sun dropping slow, still cranking on that Dodge 4x4. Pops in the hood, sweat on his brow, he grunts. Boy, where that socket now? I toss it like a pass and we crack a tie rod. He winks, says, you're learning by God. He ain't just my dad, he's my damn best friend. We've been rolling and wrenching since I was 10. Workday fades like a tailpipe trail. We clean up slow, blow smoke and exhale. One last job, that nightcap flame. 2 joints lit with our own last name. Back porch chilling in the rocking chairs. Mama's in the kitchen with them cooking flares. We stomp the boots off, wipe off grime. Stoned out our minds, but it's supper time. And on them weekends, boy, we go dumb. Tires spinning, buds lit, system thrumming like a drum. Mud flying up, roosters crowing again. But this time it's weed smoke and the whine of a wind. Saturday morning, same routine. Wake and bake like a moonshine dream. Fire up the comers, let the subs knock. We ain't sober till the next TikTok. Camo paint, spliffs in our lip. He's got a dab rig, I roll a zip. Hit the swamp trail with the throttle wide. Mud and whip, my daddy stoned and alive. And when the night hits and the stars fall deep, we light up again before we drift to sleep. Ain't no drama, ain't no fight, just me and my pops in the high beam light.
We get stoned before we sleep, smoking, wrenching, running deep. From the first flame to the last goodbye, we stay lit while the days go by. Son and his daddy stoned and strong, singing our truth in a country song. Yeah, I stay stoned, stoned with my daddy.
But grounded in love, that'll outlast any damn engine.
Me and the boys were sipping shine, swapping tails about them gals we find. Redneck Queens from the sticks and mud, where the rugs got fleas and the bathtubs flood. Yo, I met Shelly by the old dirt track, had a trailer full of chickens and her cousins got a yak. She said, hop in, we're heading to the swamp, and she fired up the engine, man, that thing was a chomp. Her fridge full of moonshine and pork rinds, a pet pig named Bacon, yeah, she's one of a kind. We did it in the back of a rusty old truck. She lit a firecracker, then yelled, what the heck? Her favorite hobby, chasing stray cats, and when we're done, she'll be laughing like a maniac. She don't wear makeup, just dirt on her knees, but damn, that girl made me feel at ease. Now listen up, I met Tanya at a gas station. She was wearing camo, no hesitation. She threw a can of beans in my truck bed, then said, take me home and let's go to bed. Her house full of lawn chairs and beer cans. Her dog's named Bud, and her brother's got plans. She threw me in the barn with a haystack bed, then kissed me slow, said, that's how it's fed. We did it right there while the rooster crowed. Then she made me pancakes on the cast iron stove. She don't need no diamonds, just a good old ride and a little country love on the side. I met Jolene in the back of a tractor. She said, get on, let's make it a factor. She had a hammock strung between 2 trees. We swung real slow, then she dropped to her knees. Her house had no walls, just a tarp and a door. She kept her snacks in a cooler on the floor. We didn't need sheets, just the smell of fresh hay. And she liked to tell me about a wild day. She lived for mudding and shooting at cans. Her dad's a mechanic and her brother's in a band. We didn't need no music, just the sound of a hog. She hopped on top, then we both went hard. Now I ain't forgetting Missy from the south. She had a shed full of tools and a mouth like a lout. Her trailer was parked in a field with the view, and the neighbors had cows, yeah, they smelled like poo. She liked to jump rope with a cigarette lit, and she kissed me like she was throwing a fit. Her pet's a squirrel and a raccoon named Al. She took them for walks like they were her pals. We snuck into the barn and climbed to the loft. Then she tossed me some hay and told me, get up. She liked her men rough, real backwoods wild, and she kissed me like a lips were style. Then there was Becky, she lived by the creek, had a garden full of weeds and a shed so unique. We did it on the dock while the fish swam by. Then she handed me a moon pie and a jar of pie. Her car is a 7.2 Chevy with no brakes, but she drove it fast like she was making mistakes. Her favorite thing? Dancing in the rain in her underwear. She screamed out my name. She said, I don't need no man in a suit, just a truck full of beer and a good old hoot. She loves fireworks and cooking deer. We had a blast and I disappeared. Last up, meet Marcia, she's a firecracker. Her house was a shack, but she made it a fact. She had a bathtub outside with a rusty faucet, but when she jumped in, man, she sure did rock it. She had a hat with a feather, a redneck queen, and a couch made from tires, a real wild scene. We made up by the woods with a full moon bright. She tied me up with a rope, then turned out the light. She said, you like your woman wild and free? I said, hell yeah, you're just what I need. We did it
like crickets sang, then rode a four-wheeler as it rang. So that's the tale of my redneck ride with 44 girls, man, no place to hide. From barns to trailers and woods to shacks, these wild girls always had my back. Now I don't regret a single one, each one's a memory, yeah, man, that was fun. But now I'm done, no more to say, just a redneck rap and that's my way.
Yeah, this ain't just chrome and horsepower. This is blood, wrench grease, and country growl. Welcome to the inside of my soul. It rides on 44s and roars like thunder.
Lifts and tall like a steeple, core springs thick like a chain for evil. Guardrails twist through the creek bed low, bulletproof ties let them haters throw. Control arms like railroad steel, I hit that trail, let the whole earth feel. Shock so tough they bounce like drums, Fox suspension with the trouble for jumps. Front grill flashing with them strobe beam bars, looking like a sheriff truck meeting Mars. LEDs glow like a redneck rave, underbody neon like a techno cave. Snuggle kid rise up past the hood, so deep in mud, still breathing good. Roll bar rack got KC lights, blazing white through the backwood nights. Interior stitched with camo suede, dash glowing blue like a backroad blade. Neon strip on the door frame shine, speaker trim lid in a plasma line. Glove box carry that 4 to 5 chrome, standing mag sitting like a king on a throne. Safety click off when I cruise through town, just case a fool try to break my crown. Cup holder deep with a whiskey bottle, while queen twisting up that green full throttle. She lick it once and twist it tight, blunt thick like a bat, re-rolling right. Ashtray full, speakers full of bass, amp rack sitting like a drag race. 12s under every seat, pounded hard, cartridge box in the backyard. 4 amps wide in a rack so clean, push your watts like a meth fed machine. Copper cables braided fine, crank the volume, that a truck is mine.
My redneck ride, yeah, we rollin' mean. Chrome pop screaming while we burn that green. Smoking loud with the windows low. Bass so deep that the glass done broke. She's lifted high, she's dirty and clean. Got a mud trail soul and a backseat queen. We don't flex off, we stomp with pride. This ain't just a truck, this my redneck ride.
Steel bumper welded, winch on tight, tugging out trucks in the dark of night. Tow hooks clank like a jailhouse chain, muddy in the moonlight, hydroplane. Tailpipe screaming like a war zone blast, dual exhaust barking, ain't no pass. Skid plates clank on a stump I cleared, left a dent but the truck just sneered. Headliner stitched with that Dixie vibe, backseat clean but it smells like pride. Copenhagen lid in the console bin with some 5 feet sticks if things get grim. Yeti in the bed pack full of bud, truck bed liner caked in mud. High lift jack strapped to the rack in case we get stuck or plan to attack. My girl sitting pretty with a cowgirl hat, boots on dash and a blunt in back. Sipping sweet tea from a mason jar, legs up high like a shooting star. Rev that hand me, stomp that brake, light turn green, let the pavement shake. Truck meet live on a Saturday night, engines roaring like a backwoods fight. Glow so loud we attract them bugs, but we lighten up more than just them jugs. Redneck loud, redneck proud, music up and the smoke so cloud. Snapbacks turn, boots in mud, crowd go wild when I hit that thud. Competition scared when I roll up slow, but my queen light it up and we steal the show.
My redneck ride, yeah, we rollin' mean. Chrome pipe screaming while we burn that green. Smoking loud with the windows low. Bass so deep that the glass done broke. She's lifted high, she's dirty and clean. Got a mud trail soul and a backseat queen. We don't flex off, we stomp with pride. This ain't just a truck, this my redneck.
Start with a growl so dark, once you crank up it's a rebel spark. Dashboard glowing like a firefly sky, this ain't no ride, this a battle cry. Floor mats caked in dirt and sin, been through hell, still ride again. Hitching back, got a chain so thick you can pull a house or a tree that slick. Back up can, but I never look, I park my field in the creek or brook. Tailgate slam with a rebel flag and a chrome plated deer skull hanging back. This ain't a Ford, that ain't no Dodge pitch, this my redneck soul in a backwoods pitch. My Vox rush back with a teaser cracking, man loud, that's me. What's up?
Every dog on a light and fury, the mob flies wide in the back post. We got a crane down my side and a ride for my high. This church and trick, so don't stray the night. If you hear the dog go quit in the sky, ask it's me for my redneck ride. You playing puppet master with your little click talk. Big trash, but you ain't bout shop yourself, but your bar's too thin like moonshine cup with a bottle of gin. You post and poke, then run like prey. Throw hands, nah, you type all day. Crying wolf when the dogs get loose, but you the one who lit that fuse. Got your flunky starting fights, then you step back. Watching chaos cook while you dodge the flag. Every move you make's a fake attack. You scared of smoke, but your ego's jack. Ain't no outlaw when the boots ain't scuffed. Ain't no king when the throne's that bluff. You build your rep on pushing folks down. We build ours from the mud and sound. You ain't the goat, boy, you just barking. Hiding in the shade while the wolves keep marching. Throne made of fake gold, cracked and cold. We take crowns quick when the truth unfolds. You flex online, but you duck that ground. Acting like a king, but you fold when it's loud. We ain't scared of no name, no sound. Hollow crown falling, watch it hit the ground. Middle school drama in a man-sized shell. You mad at the world cause you scared as hell. Every song you drop's the same old script. Copy-paste beef and a petty little diss. You preach real talk but you fake that walk. Trying to act wild but you just small talk. Saying they stealing my sound, my soul. You ain't deep, just bitter and cold. You don't want respect, you want control. Tearing down others to feel whole. But wolves don't need a no plastic crown. We stand tall while your empire drowns. So keep high behind them names and codes. We know who you are when the mask unloads. You a child in a man's world acting bold. Time to bury that throne in southern soil. You ain't the goat, boy, you just barking. Hiding in the shade while the wolves keep marching. Throne made of fake gold, cracked and cold. We take crowns quick when the truth unfolds. You flex online but you duck that ground. Acting like a king but you fold when it's loud. We ain't scared of no name, no sound. Hollow crown falling, watch it hit the ground. You built your throne on lies and fear. But out here, we build legacies in dirt, blood, and years. And your crown is hollow as your word. Born in the sticks where the moss hangs low. Statesboro heat where the red clay grow. College town, but the truth runs deep. Redneck pride where the pine roots creep. Old hound dogs barking at the moon while I was fixing trucks in a tin roof room. Learned to well with a beat up mask, then hit the woods with a hunting flash. We chase wild hogs down in the creek. 3006 got the fire to speak. Tree stand sitting like a sniper's post. Blaze vest bright and my aim that close. Venison hanging from the barnyard hook. Skinned it clean with a gut and look. These Georgia boys don't mess around. Work hard, shoot sharp, hold our ground. Moss on the oaks and fire on our soul. Country to the bone and out of control. Up in Rome where the hills roll wide. Faith and fire where the dirt roads high. Strong folk where the church bell ring, but the streets got stories that the preachers bring. Pick up doors with buckshot scars. Talking about dreams of the southern stars. We hunt in the ridge where the bucks run thick with a lever action rifle, old school trick. 2 Simmons scope got it zeroed in. Waiting for dusk when the deer begin. Fox trap strap set with a meat bait tie. Raccoon prints by the creek run dry. Not all pretty in the beach stay heat. Some run silent while they move through streets. Seen brothers rise and others fall. Not every back road leads to a ball. Still we ride with the mud cake deep. Trucks tuned up and the secrets we keep. Ink on arms and a Cali's grip. Rome raised me with a red clay script. Down in Dublin is rodeo town where the bulls charge hard and prize pass down. Cowboys wrangling denim and grit while the smoke from the pit makes the back road lit. We fish in the swamps and hunt for gator. Got a crossbow cock with a homemade laser. Throw the bait near the cypress root. Wait in silence till the jaws shoot. Drag 'em up, tie down tight. Work that blade to the high cuts right. Use every inch, leather and meat. Backstrap clean for a southern feast. We trap bobcats, foxes, snakes with a 4-door Chevy on lifted skates. Shotgun racked in the rack by the dash. Tools in the bed and a stash of cash. Dublin taught us how to ride and rope, but also how to grind and cope. Faith in the heart, but our hands no pain. Sun up, sun down in the Georgia rain. Redneck don't mean dumb or slow. It means we build what we need, let the garden grow. Off-grid plans with the food all came. Solar on the roof and the tools on hand. But not just farmers and family men. Some run wild with a darkened pen. No name spoken, but you know that tight. Bandana low, keep the headlights tight. They ride at night while the coyotes cry. Dirt bike hum like a lullaby. Smoke roll out of a pipe well packed. Music
music thumping from a tailgate stack. We different down here, we loud, not fake. Got scars on our knuckles and pride at stake. Rome's got steel and states bore soul. Dublin got stories that'll never get told. We all from the clay but walk our way. Southbound bred with a backbone sway. This Georgia blood don't run no thin. Thicker than molasses with the fire within. We carry tools, not just to work, but to guard our kin when the shadows lurk. Axe in the shed, blade in the boot. Always got back up in the camo suit. Speakers bang with a country drawl. Subwoofers quake like a thunder call. We grill at dusk, toast to the land. Tell tales about time with a firm old hand. We know the danger but don't run scared. Just means we living like we well prepared. Camo packs, rope in the trunk. Wild game cured in the smokehouse funk. This ain't no show, this life is raw. Georgia raised with a rebel's law. We bless our food and we load our lead. Thank the Lord for the deer we bled. It's hunting and working and watching the gate. Family and faith and a twist of fate. Down where the moonlight hits that pine. We ride for the truth with a redneck spine. Boots in the clay and a flag held high. Georgia born till the day I die. So if you roll through, better act just right. Cause the South don't sleep when it's Friday night. We ain't just living, we hold this line with a baseline beat and a southern shine.
Came from the door where sun don't reach. Raised in the land where the preachers preach, but the devils talk louder in the woods at night. And I made a bed with the things I fight.
Mom said I was nothing but waste. Said I made her sick, couldn't stand my face. Tried to drown me in shame and fear, but I rose like smoke with a crooked sneer. Backroad band, she sold like tar. Don't play sweet and I don't wear scars. I turn pain into brass, low clips with tears. Ain't truth that the past been dead for years. Ain't no hugs in the world I knew, just rock up prayers in a steel-toe boot. Learn to fight with my jaw clenched tight. Ain't no mercy in a hillbilly night. Got ghosts that whisper in pine tree rows, but I talk back now when they all know I don't flinch, I burn, I strike. Swamp-born queen in a world of spikes.
No rest, no light, just rage. Been dying inside since a younger age. I don't break, I snap and bite. Raised by wolves and backroad nights. Dirty in my veins and a knife in my boot. I spit that truth, I don't wear suits. No hope, just heat and smoke. Southern as hell and I never spoke.
They ain't never seen a girl like me with a heart so cold it could crack concrete. I ain't crying, I cut then ghost. Leave them bleeding in the thorns I host. Came up rough with the dead I stare. Mama gone broke and her daddy ain't care. I was taught to survive, not trust. Keep a blade where the world get crushed. Still walk through town like a loaded round. Ain't no peace in this battleground. Got dreams stitched up in barbed wire thread. Ain't sleeping years, just fight instead. Let the snakes hiss, I shed no skin. I was born to lose, so I trained to win. When the world went quiet, I screamed. Now I ride with the devil in a cracked up dream.
No rest, no light, just rage. Been dying inside since a younger age. I don't break, I snap and bite. Raised by wolves and backroad nights. Dirty in my veins and a knife in my boot. I spit that truth, I don't wear suits. No hope, just heat and smoke. Southern as hell and I never spoke.
This ain't pain, it's fuel in disguise. I got fire in my gut and death in my eyes. So if you cross this line, best pray. I've been itching for war since my first bad day.
You smell that? That's gas, grease, gorilla glue, and glory. Them rigs ain't just show, they monsters bred in bonds. We don't flex on asphalt, we drown it in mud and 808s. I wake up in camel sheets, blunt on my lip, ash in my beer, resin still on my grip. Pull a fat nug from the stash box, stash, break it down clean on a mud cake dash. Backwood twisting like a gator's grin, gas so loud, got my whole world spinning. Roll that green in the cone-shaped shell, spark that flame, inhale, exhale. Now I'm stepping out, leaning on rusted steel. Chevy sitting tall on some chrome cap wheels, got a Ford next door with a roll cage in it, and a Dodge so mean you can smell a sin. And then Toyota's bed packed with the moonshine crates. Nissan riding low, but she chewing on the brakes. Every brand repping with a southern-born soul. Big block thunder and them bocker treads roll. Hillbilly bass drop, we crushing clay. Blunt lit up and the rigs don't play. Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, Dodges, deep in the pit where the mud god lodges. Gas, grass and the speakers pop. Crank that thump till the shocks go flop. This a back
backwoods meet where the laws get mocked and the bass hit harder than a 12-gauge cock. Big block Chevy got the stacks blowing flame, hitch welded up and the axle's insane. Ford got beef in the lift kit strut, gear so mean when it climbs they cut. Dodge got a roar like a diesel-fed dragon, whole front end like a straight from a wagon. Toyota on mud tires wide as hell, and that Nissan's tuned like a demon spell. Pull up to the meet like a convoy curse, stoners in the beds and the bass comes first. Speakers so deep they vibrate dirt, and the 808 hit like a gator bite hurt. Weed smoke swirls in the halo lights while the girls in the booth swing left and right. This ain't flex boy, it's rural rage. We mosh in the mud and we dance in the cage. Hillbilly bass drop, we crushing clay. Blunt lit up and the rigs don't play. Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, Dodges, deep in the pit where the mud got lodges. Gas, grass and the speakers pop. Crank that thump till the shocks go flop. It's a backwoods meet where the laws get mocked and the bass hit harder than a 12-gauge cock. Them headlights cut through the smoke like knives and the subs thump low like a heartbeat's life. We don't sip lattes, we chug from jars and light that blunt under rebel stars. Got Toyos caked, MTs roaring, steel frames flex when the beats imploring. A city vibe, this a field-grown ride where the dirt talks back and the peace ain't quiet. Them rigs lined up like a truck show war, and the cloud of kush reached the tree line's floor. Mud and trophies dented, windshields cracked, but them 12s in the trunk still punch like a smack. We don't race, we rumble, bounce shocks off bones, spit bars in the dark on a lifted throne. These country boys move like militia in boots with the weed roll tight and the rhymes in roots. Got a GoPro stuck to my dash for clout, catching burnout smoke in the bass freak out. Back window flexing from the sound I drop, and the blunt still lit when the needle pop. This the anthem of the ranch and lit, of the swampy, the savage, the backroad grit. So if you ain't down with the diesel stomp, stay off the lot when the big trucks run. Hillbilly bass drop, we crushing clay. Blunt lit up and the rigs don't play. Chevys, Fords, Toyotas, Dodges, deep in the pit where the mud got lodges. Gas, grass and the speakers pop. Crank that thump till the shocks go flop. This a backwoods meet where the laws get mocked and the bass hit harder than a 12-gauge cockters. No trailer queens, no pretty park jobs, just mud motors and marijuana gods. This ain't a show, it's a showdown. Welcome to the pit. Now turn that sumbitch loud.
Drive what you want. I drive a Chevy. Not cause I bought into the name, but cause it's the only thing that never left me stranded.
Woke up smelling like octane fumes, bud in the tray, full moon looms, red eyes low, still high from the ride, in a blacked out Chevy with the devil inside. Silverado flex on a 6-inch lift, grill got fangs and the pipes do spit. Chrome shocks bounce like a rock concert, and the tires dig deep till the whole earth hurt. Roll me a swisher, I stuff that pack, got a 45 chillin' in the camo rack. Under the seat, yeah, the bass stay armed with a system in the bed that'll set off alarms. It's a bow-tie beast with the heart of war, mudding through the fields like a 4-door Thor. Ain't no poser, I'm true to the name. Built this rig from the rust and flame. It's all about the Chevy, muddy, loud and deadly, blunt lit steady in the 808 heavy. Bow tie flexing like a king off leash. Got my boots on the dash and my soul in the seats. Neon glowing, tailgate open, cloud of smoke while the gear stay broken. Don't need a Ford or no Dodge finesse. I ride with the gold bow pressed on my chest. Z71 with the paint all scarred, war paint dripping like it came from a yard. Hot country trim with a hard-earned dent, cause a Chevy don't ride unless the life got spent. Got subs in the back blowing dust off fences, 808s hitting like parole offenses. Blowing dank in the dually with the tailpipes blue. In the bed got tools in the Yeti or two. Stitched in the seat is bloodline grit, and the rear view's cracked from that southern spit. I ain't polished, I'm purpose built, and my rig got scars from the life I spilled. Got LEDs all under the skirt, while my blunt glow orange through the Georgia dirt. Ain't nothing fake on this V8 heart. This is Chevy man's hymn with a back road start. It's all about the Chevy, muddy, loud and deadly, blunt lit steady in the 808s heavy. Bow tie flexing like a king off leash. Got my boots on the dash and my soul in the seats. Neon glowing, tailgate open, cloud of smoke while the gear stay broken. Don't need a Ford or no Dodge finesse. I ride with the gold bow pressed on my chest. That badge ain't just steel, it's a symbol of every back road I bled on, of every wrench I turn, every fight I earn. Chevy raised me louder than the church bell, and tonight she gonna roar like hell.
Pull up to the meet, all belt top pride. Got 6 Chevys deep and we park them side by side. Step out the cab like a country outlaw with the blunt on fire and the baseline raw.
one's mad black, two chrome dip, one scrape trees with a moonlight lift. They all bleed torque, got grit in the gears, built by the hands of southern pioneers. No cap, this blood run bow tie blue. I got the tattoo to show it's true. Ever hit at that gas, got a voice from the past. Grandpa's ghost in a Silverado blast. So don't ask me why I rep it hard, why I take that badge like a soldier's card. I'm a Chevy boy till the wheels fall free, and when they do, I'll be buried in a seat fit for the tree.
All about the Chevy, muddy, loud and deadly. Blunt lit steady in the 808 heavy. Bow tie flexing like a king off leash. Got my boots on the dash and my soul in the seats. Neon glowing, tailgate open. Cloud of smoke while the gear stay broken. Don't need a Ford or no Dodge finesse. I ride with the gold bow pressed on my chest. Bruce. She ain't a truck. She's a bloodline. And when I die, make sure she leaves the line.
They called us dirt, so we turned it to dust in their teeth. Country ain't a vibe, it's a blood type. Let me talk to
I was raised where the dogs run free, where the creek water bites and the pine trees bleed, where a rebel flag hangs like a badge on the wall and a squirrel gun blast echo loud in the hall. We ain't polite, we precise with the aim, got scars on our knuckles and whiskey in veins. Mama got a Bible, daddy got a gauge, I got both in my heart when I step on that stage. Hillbilly soldier, boots full of clay, rolling up moonshine in the middle of May. We smoke like trains, spit like facts, we ain't got brakes when the world push back.
I'm talking red dirt, renegades, four-wheel slide, Chevy lifted up high. It's a war horse ride with a blunt in the lip and a chrome 45. We don't take no wells, we just learn and thrive. Country girls in camo with a Marlboro tuck, throw hands like a dude ain't scared to nuck. Lip gloss, brass knucks, and a 38 snub. She'll sip that shine in, drag you through mud. We ain't white trash, we the white ash, smoking from the past where the legends clash. Running barefoot through the holler and flame, where the black sheep bark and the wolves got names. Barbed wire faith in the bones of the poor. We raise hell and rebuild from the floor. Snapbacks, jaw jacks, three-tooth grins with a meth head cousin and a twin in the pen.
We the outlaws, outcasts cut from scars, where the women swing fists and the boys build cars. Got mud in our souls and the smoke don't clear. You don't come here if your heart got fear. We the ghosts in the sticks banging bass from the grave. Country rap demons that the city won't save. You talk tough but your boots too clean. Try stepping through blood in these camo jeans.
We the barn-born bandits with a bond to the dirt, with a Remington pump and a stained t-shirt. Got a Dodge with a dent and a hog in the bed. Two Rottweilers barking when the law get fed. Slitting blade sharpen, chainsaw tone. We gut tracks like Demery White and Stone. Ain't no TikTok trend when the wolves come feast. We the backwoods bangers with the mark of a beast. Bales in the barn, bass in the trunk, rolling more smoke than a city punk skunk. Got a meth head uncle with a pipe and pride, but he'll knock out six if you step too wide. We ain't talking yeehaw, we talking trauma, where girls break jaws and boys fight karma. It's love in the grit, loyalty and scars. Every trailer got pain, but we built these bars.
Steel-toed truth in a diesel-burnt dream. We was born in the fight, baptized in the scream. Every backroad's a battleground, blood in the soil where the fathers drank fire and the sons his toil. Ain't no love in the land where the crops done died, so we plan our pain and we let it ride. Glock in the dash, stash in the tank, Jesus on the dash and a shank in the plank. We ain't no joke, this is war pain soul, tattoo pain with a backwoods goal.
We the outlaws, outcasts cut from scars, where the women swing fists and the boys build cars. Got mud in our souls and the smoke don't clear. You don't come here if your heart got fear. We the ghosts in the sticks banging bass from the grave. Country rap demons that the city won't save. You talk tough but your boots too clean. Try stepping through blood in these camo jeans. I'm a shotgun sermon, banjo rad. Every word spits like a snake in the path. I ain't sweet, I'm a savage with a side of rot. Got a past so dark it could boil a pot. Every redneck I know got a hold a patch from a fight with fate or a match to scratch. We ain't born with silver, just rust and grind, but we polish that paint till it glow and shine. With a barn roof leak and a prayer hole, we live 10 lives by the age of old. Hillbilly hood with a verse like war. Every beat I break like a busted door. This ain't country pop, it's country pain. With a rap so raw it'll melt your chain. So next time you see a truck with flags flying loud, don't think it's just noise, boy. That's war crime music. We don't blend in, we blaze trails.
They said I break like a bottle on rocks, but baby, I am the glass. Let me show y'all how a real country girl talks. I was raised on hog fat, grits and rage, with a buck knife tucked in a twang full of flame. Daddy taught me guns, mama taught me prayer, and I learned real young not to trust no stare. Got mud on my boots and a bite in my draw. I don't bat no lash when a man wanna brawl. I swing on a boy like a gate in the wind, then roll me a blunt, just grin again. Got scars on my knees from them four-wheel flips, and my soul's got cracks that'll split your lips. Ain't no Barbie, I'm a bear trap doll with a fire in my chest and a back road call. I'm a sweet tea sipper with a Glock on the side, belly ring flashing while I rip that ride. Got a Chevy so mean when I start the V8, it rumbles like thunder from a backwoods fate. Tattooed thighs, camo crop, no fear. You talk slick and I'm in your ear. Country ain't cute, it's carved in bone. It's screaming through pain when you're all alone. My ex ran his mouth, so I ran his luck. Put 2 slashes deep in his lifted truck. You don't play games with a girl like me. I've been raised by wolves and I bite for free. Got a flask in my boot and a flask in the dash. One for the pain and one for the past. I ain't your doll, ain't your Dixie queen. I'm the ghost in the field with a rebel lean, a rolling. I walk like a storm in a sundress, tight with a pit bull stare and a bark that'll bite. Don't need no man to defend my name. I'll drag a dude down through the Georgia clay. Been in fights where my nails drew blood and my fists rang bells like a church in flood. Mama said, girl, if they hit you, hit back. So I swung through teeth and never looked back. I'm the whiskey talk in a smoky room, the last match lit in a barroom tomb. I ain't scared of jail or the devil's wrath. I've been fighting demons since my first math class. Ain't no silver spoons, just rusted steel with 100 lives carved in the way I feel. So I spit my truth with a backbeat grab. Country girl grit with a blue collar scale. I'm the trailer park princess with a punchline trigger. Heavy words, a knife, and the flow getting quicker. Used to cry in the dark with a heart on fire. Now I light up a room like a live wire. Fake girls laugh, I don't play that game. I'm a down home ghost with a bloodstained name. Snakes in the grass, I mow that fast with a diesel blade and a southern sash. You ain't never met a lady so cold who can break your pride and your truck's act so. I don't fake no smile, I don't play pretend. I love you hard, then curse your end. I'm a 10-ton truth in a cotton skirt with pain in my lungs and mud on my shirt. This ain't no TikTok country glam. This is chainsaw bars and a crimson jam.
You call me white trash, I call it divine, 'cause I built my throne from barbed wire spine. I don't need no shine, I glow from grit, and I'll spit my story till the mic get lit.
I'm a black sheep angel with a clip full of pain. Every line I drop got thunder and rain. Got a sawed-off hope and a gasoline soul, and I burn through tracks like a cold train roll. I don't sing no sweet, I sing scars and flame. For the girls out here who remember my name, for the fighters, the lost, the bold and bruised, who been left in the woods and the back roads used. So salute to the ones with dirt in their dreams, with a blade in the boot and a heart that screams. We ain't just redneck girls. We raise hell, blaze trails, and we don't ask permission.
They call it love. Nah, son. This here's grit. Blood on the knuckles, mud in the boots, and a mind sharper than a fence line too. We getting paid out the sticks. Hillbilly cash.
Got 100 plants in the back row tent. LEDs humming like rents past spent. pH right, them leaves stay clean. Buds dense like pine knots, loud and mean. Snip and hang in a shed I built. The humid on blast, no mold, no wilt. Trim them up tight, jarred in the dark, then I pass them out like Noah's Ark. Pineapple kush with a diesel spine. Sell a zip flip too when I'm doing fine. Neighbors know, but they ain't no rats, 'cause I fixed the trucks and I tuned their flat.
Old Silverado got a knock last week. Pulled the block, clean piston sleek. Changed them rings, slapped new heads. Now I purr like a panther stalking the feds. Mustang, Chevys, lifted Dodge Rams. I rebuild them clean with my own bare hands. Head is gleaming like my granddad's flash. Got torque for days, you don't need to ask. Transmission drop, clutch a line. Ball joints popping that assembly line. Cussing that rust, spray that PB blast. I don't quit, I finish fast. Got a lift in the barn, ain't showing off. Just blue collar skills from the backwoods cloth. Measure twice, then I rip that pine. 3-4 NDF for that thunder spine. Box tune to 32 hertz exact. Bass hit hard like a mule on crack. Rider cut for the perfect seal. Ports flared out so the air flows real. Mount the amp with the gold-plated wire. Running no gauge clean, no shorts, no fire. Pioneer deck with a screen so wide you'd swear it's a movie when you hop inside. Ground loop gone, crossover setting that Alpine bump make the rear view sweat. Trunk got flex like it's trying to talk. Even squirrels run scared when I ride that block. I ain't lazy, I just don't stop. Sun up, I'm working, sundown, I pop. A joint in my teeth, wrench in my fist. Brake pad squeal, man, that's on my list. Fix a leak, weld a pipe, patch a hole, then I'm back in the booth with that 808 soul. I ain't flexing, I'm just showing proof. I came from a barn, now I'm raising roofs. Screw the dope, so the zip, built the box, did the brakes, spit the track, stack the knots. Y'all rap for clout, I rap 'cause it's me, a country son.
soul with an MPC. Got bills, I crush them, I got too much trade. Redneck rich and my dues been paid. Now let me kick it in fast like a Hellcat gas. Turbo bars, no filter, full blast. I don't need no tags on my hustle hall pass. Got plates in the shed and a license to clash. TIG weld frame with the heat on 10. Then I clean that weld like I'm born again. I sand, I stain, I spray that gloss. Detail trucks like a damn red boss. Wood shop, auto shop, grow 10 mic. My day ain't done till I earn that stripe. Drop 16 bars, then I flip that weight. Not drugs, I'm talking about the tools I make. From a sub box punch to a chrome grill plate. My hands print cash and my soul don't fake. This that hillbilly cash, ain't no 9 to 5. This back road grind where the real ones thrive. I fix, I flip, I tune, I trap, I rap in the barn while I seal that gap. I'm a jack of all trades with a master plan. No suits, no ties, just working hands. Got grease on my boots, but gold in my stash. Respect in my name in a truck full of hash. I'm the king of the sticks with a throne on chrome. Sub knock heavy when I'm rolling home. I ain't asking for help, just stacking my pride with a blunt in my lip and a girl by my side. This life ain't luck, it's skills and sass. Now watch me get paid with that hillbilly cash.
Sun up, we already sweating. Sun down, still ain't quitting. Y'all talk tough in your lifted trucks, but try raising life from dirt, then talk about grit. Let's go.
Crack of dawn and boots hit red clay. Rooster screaming, I don't snooze, I slay. Diesel chugging, I'm shifting that stick. Case I ain't you with a hitch, moving rows real quick. Muck in my cuticles, dirt in my lungs. I don't lift at the gym, I throw hay by the tons. Got grease on my knuckles, burn scars on my arms. That southern armor, battle tested on farms. Silage stacking, feet been slamming. Check the irrigation, pipes ain't jamming. Fix that fence line, mend that gate. Cattle broke out, I ain't got time to wait. Dodge Ram rattling, back roads torn. Bumper hanging like my patience worn. Fuel tank's empty but my soul stay full. Live off land, can't break this bull.
Plowing rows in the dark with a headlamp beam. Turning sore like pages in a broke man's dream. Spreading lime, dump the rye, crank that seed. Precision drilling with a knuckle that bleeds. Tend that herd, tag them calves. Brand them deep, ain't no half-ass paths. Fix them hydraulics, change that belt. Do it all solo, pain is felt.
Tornado watch, I'm still in the field. Lightning flashing, got my fate sealed. Ain't no PTO when the pigs get sick. Shoot them up with meds, moving fast, no trick. Milking at 4, harvest at 8. Lunch by the bucket served off a tailgate. City boys posting meals and memes. I'm bailing square dreams in diesel steam. Hands so cracked they bleed in the rain, but I ain't soft, I don't complain. Back brace tight, knees bout shot, but I still dig ditches when the sun gets hot. Bush hog swinging, clearing thick brush. Watch for snakes, keep a Mossberg flush. Coyote howls, I don't flinch or pause. I'm setting traps while I'm packing gauze. Diesel fumes and tobacco spit. Shoveling shit with a cigarette lit. Picking rocks, counting laws. Praying hell don't hit or frost don't cost. Auction time, I know the game. Livestock market's a damn mind game. Bet your wallet on a cow's gut feel. That's poker with hooves, ain't no deal. I ain't glamorized, I ain't on trend, but my blood built towns they pretend to defend. Rip flannel, stitched by the Lord. Every scar's a verse, every bruise is a chord. Got dirt in my DNA, soil in my spit. Worm casting wisdom with a hoe and a grit. I feed this nation and bury my dead. Same boots I wear when I break that bread. Tractor breaks down, I become the wrench. Living in a barn, that's my trench. This life ain't pretty, ain't gold plated. It's real, it's raw and often hated. But without a farmer, y'all don't eat. And we ain't folding, we take the heat. So next time you pass my weathered land, salute that scarecrow standing, man.
We don't ask for praise, we just pray for rain. And we work until the Lord says stop. Y'all hear that rumble? That ain't thunder, that's me.
Diesel breathing, black smoke bleeding. Let's ride.
I pull up like a storm cloud, rolling on treads that chew through clay. 8-inch lift them shackles tight, I clear the ditches where them Toyotas pray. Dodge grill grinning like a devil's jaw, blacked out tent like a masked outlaw. Diesel growling with a vengeance, tone dual stack spitting suit like a chainsaw. Bedline mat like war paint steel, bushwhacker fenders and a chrome front grill. Them KC lights gon' blind your soul. When I hit that brakes, boy, you losing control. Mickey T's 40s on deep dish rims, spinning like blades while I sink in limbs. Mud flying higher than a backwoods sermon, throttle wide open like the preacher ain't learning. 4 Four-wheel drive like a bear on crack, engaging low when the trail gets black. Dana 60s locked in lid, shock so stiff it can body your pit. King Koi lovers do crazy dreams, Fox up front in a Bilstein beam. Leaf brings arch like a drawstring tight, jump a ditch, land clean like a raptor in flight. Gears grind with a holy snarl like a demon, shipping through a death march brawl. Glow plugs hot like Satan's breath, this come and spit fire on the edge of death. Glove box pop with a Glock inside, 2 full clips and a Bowie to ride. That dash got scars from the dirt road brawls, ash on the gauge from these backwoods halls. Chrome knob shift with a rebel flag, console stash with a zipped up bag. OG cushion, a mason jar, I light that shit like a moonshine star. Exhale thick like a diesel purge, eyes blood red while the bass submerge. 215s in a boarded box, punching back harder than a meth head cop. Amp rack fused and the cables clean, pushing 3K watts to a southern dream. Backseat bumping like a hoe in heat while I blaze down trails in my monster seat. This ain't no showpiece, eating clean. She scarred up mean from the fight she seen. Tailgate dinner from a drunk night rage where I ran up on a Chevy like a beast uncaged. Underglow red like a devil's grin, rolling deep through the woods with a back row sin. Steel front bumper like a battering ram. I done split trees like a beaver dam. Cold air intake huffing loud. Turbo wine got the snakes all proud. Straight pipe loud like a Viking yell. You can hear me coming from the gates of hell. Ain't no pavement, princess ride this bitch. Get dirty on the countryside. Dip breathe the pipe and the fuel line gold. So I can't for the creep when the bayou cold. Rust proof line of them steps don't fold. Camo dash wrap with a copper mold. Roof line rattling, seatbelt shaking. Rear view crack from the moves I'm making. Brake pad stick like a boxer's jaw. When I stomp that pedal, little grip and claw. Tailpipes breathe like a smoke dragon lung. And she'll gap a Mustang when the gears get sunk. This for my Dodge boys burning that black with a fat dip lip and a gooseneck jack who wrench all day and blast all night. Throw hands at dusk and party at light. It's for my diesel queens with the Daisy Dukes who don't mind grease if the engine jukes. Who spark that flame and ride or die with a lifted king cab on the blood red sky. We roll with torque, not talking smack. We breaking bones on this gravel track from Texas hills to Carolina mud. We born to ride with smoke and blood. Thunder till you stood behind my stacks. You ain't felt bass till it cracked your rib cage. This ain't just a truck, it's a goddamn weapon on wheels. Diesel demon out.
We ain't city folk. We crawl rocks and sling mud like it's gospel. If the tires ain't caked and the shocks ain't flexed, you ain't living right, son.
Let's ride. Worked all week with my hands in grease. Now it's Friday night and I'm chasing peace. Out them gates, pedal down in the mud. 4x4 Jeep with them knobby ass treads. Let it grab that GoPro mounted to the dash. Gonna document the chaos when we smash through the splash. Hit them trails where the pine roots twist, where the rocks look mean and the air smells crisp. Got a convoy deep like a backwoods gang. Jeeps in a line like a steel belt chain. Rolling up hills where them city boys fear. One bad bounce and your diff might shear, but I grip that wheel, lock low, don't slip. Crawling over boulders with a 4-finger grip.
Country mud, boots deep in the grime. Worked all week, now it's mud in time. Shifting gears, climbing high, no fear. Raise hell with the boys and crack them beers. From the trailhead roar to that waterfall view, we live for the ride, it's the redneck truth. Country mud, that's the life we choose. Foot on the gas, never paying no dues.
Got coil over Fox with remote resi tanks. 12-inch travel, she flex when she yanks. Long arm kick, curry joints for the flex. Chromaly axles ain't breaking no necks. Track bar, solid sway bar, quick disconnect. Climbing up granite like a T-Rex trek. Skid plates underneath, armor clanking like a war. If I bottom out, I drag till I soar. Mud terrain thick with the sidewall bite. B-locks ringing in the LED light. ARB lock, front rear, I grip like a vice. When it comes to crawling, I don't roll no dice. Twisting through switchbacks, leaning like a brawler. Hit that slick slab, now we climb to the water. Up top, pine tall like a preacher's sermon. Fold out, tents and racks, ain't no hotel version. Got a rooftop rig with the annex zip. Solar lights flickering, the whiskey drips. Cooler stock Yeti, full propane for the flame. We ain't here for fame, just mud and name. No pavement here, just ruts and so. The deeper the track, the fuller the goal. We ain't city clean, we country kings. We break shit for fun and weld new things.
Country mud, boots deep in the grime. Worked all week, now it's mud in time. Shifting gears, climbing high, no fear. Raise hell with the boys and crack them beers. From the trailhead roar to that waterfall view, we live for the ride, it's the redneck truth. Country mud, that's the life we choose. Foot on the gas, never paying no dues.
Bonfire burning in the pine log. Outlaws pop. We talk shop, compare lifts and swaps. Some run, hear me swap, some turboed out. Me, I keep it diesel, let it grunt and shout. Got a Bluetooth box, blasting outlaw sound while the tents fold out and we stake that ground. Overland, living with the wilderness view. Wake to the sunrise, breaking through dew. It's more than a ride, it's a way of breathing. Back to work Monday, but we ain't grieving. Cause next weekend we'll be back again. Blazing new trails with a redneck grin. Patch that diff, clean them shocks. Tighten that winch line, prep them blocks. Life's too short to just sit and ride, so we throw dirt high, give all we got.
Country mud, boots deep in the grime. Worked all week, now it's mud in time. Raise hell with the boys and crack them beers. Foot on the gas till we disappear.
That's the sound of country freedom. Bill not Bob. Mud earned, not washed. See y'all next weekend. Out where the road don't go.
I got scars that you can't always see. Fought like hell just to be free. They say time heals, but some cuts run deep, and I still lose sleep over who I used to be. I turn the page, but the pain still creeps. Guess some demons don't.
I was a shadow in the back of the room. Never got picked, never bloomed too soon. Laughed it off, but I hated my skin. Hated the mirror, hated within. I hurt folks that I cared for most. Froze them out like a haunted ghost. Family prayed, friends stepped away, and I gave them every reason to stray. But I ain't sip no bottle or hide in the haze. I just ran for myself for 1,000 days. Wore fake smiles like a camouflage vest. Built walls on a heart I never addressed. I didn't know love, didn't know peace. Tried to find worth, but it stayed out of reach. I was loud with my pain and quiet with truth, and that boy still screaming from my youth.
I got scars that you can't always see. Fall like hell just to be free. They say time heals, but some cuts run deep, and I still lose sleep over who I used to be. I turn the page, but the pain still creeps. Guess some demons don't.
I heard till you love yourself, love won't grow. I used to laugh at that, now I know. So I grabbed a pen, wrote who I wanna be. Step by step I started fixing me. Learn patience, learn grace, put a little more faith in a higher place. Cut out the lies, clean out the doubt. Let the real me slowly climb out. Build friendships that ain't made of glass. Found love that ain't scared of my past. I show up now, I speak truth clear. I'm the man I needed when I was in fear. But it's funny how some folks stay blind, still stuck in the frame from an older time. So I shine twice as hard, walk bold and proud, even when the silence get a little too loud.
Scars that you can't always see. Fall like hell just to be free. They say time heals, but some cuts run deep, and I still lose sleep over who I used to be. I turn the page, but the pain still creeps. Guess some demons.
I never needed advice to escape. Just got lost in a world I couldn't reshape. I wore guilt like a second skin, trying to outrun who I've been. But truth finds you no matter how fast, and I had to make peace with my past. So I prayed hard, worked harder than pain. Found sunlight even in rain. Now I'm a brother, a partner, a friend. The kind of man that don't pretend. But late at night when the house goes still, that old voice climbs up the hill. Whispers of failure, echoes of shame, trying to pull me back in the flame. But I won't break, I don't retreat. I stand tall when demons don't sleep.
I got scars that you can't always see. Fall like hell just to be free. They say time heals, but some cuts run deep, and I still lose sleep over who I used to be. I turn the page, but the pain still creeps. Guess some demons don't sleep. No, Lord, these demons don't sleep.
We ain't from where the light shine. We from where the dogs bark at nothing. The dirt got stories. You want the truth?
then let me tell you where the real ones come from.
M-I-double-Z, holla out the Ozarks. I was raised with the hounds don't bark, less it's real. Where arrested 30-30, got more truth than Capitol Hill. Where we track, where the woods don't lie. And a man get judged by the look in his eye. Creep back, profit, mud grit, logic. Stump sitting thinking with a pine wood pocket. Got a soul full of sin and a heart like stone, but I still talk right when I'm praying alone. I don't kneel to no suit, no badge, no preacher. My daddy done taught me with a switch, not a teacher. Patch on my jeans, boot on the thought of shooting truth like moonshine out of pop bottles. Holla, born, hammer, hard, steel, soul, country scarred. Whip that grit in a mason jar. Banjo burning, trap guitar. Fast tongue slinger, outlaw bringer, backwoods wise like an old grave digger. Talk that talk, better walk that yard. We from red clay blood where the pain hit hard.
I see Arkansas bred, backwoods fed. Ain't no way, see. Just screen door slamming in heat wave humming while the fat flies jamming. No trust for a man in a tie with a script. He'll say salvation and leave with your grip. I talk in code, I walk in mud. I shake a hand, but I smell that blood. Y'all city boys fake like a deer camp stage. I've been gutting truth since the 8th grade rage. Gravely voiced, heavy like a 45 chrome. Got a Bible in the dash, but my demons ain't gone. I ain't clean, I ain't pure, but I damn sure real. When the reaper come knocking, I ain't signing no deal.
Holla, born, hammer, hard, steel, soul, country scarred. Whip that grit in a mason jar. Banjo burning, trap guitar. Fast tongue slinger, outlaw bringer. Backwoods wise like an old grave digger. Talk that talk, better walk that yard. We from red clay blood where the pain hit hard.
KY roots, cold smoke lungs. They call us hillbillies, call us broke, but we got code in the smoke. We got pride in the scars, ain't afraid to bleed for ours. Gun, oil, dreams, and a gut full of grit. You fake on these hills, you gon' get lit. This holler's hard, but my wheels way harder. I was birthed by the storm, baptized in slaughter. Tennessee stand up, moonshine veins. I got legends in the pine wood, ghosts in the cave. Great granddaddy built coffins and dug his own grave. Mama may shine, daddy fought wars. How to spit bars and kick and lock doors. I'm the sound of the south when it's pissed and proud. I'm the ghost in the hollow when the rain gets loud. Ain't no shame in the stained white beater when the soul underneath like a swamp born preacher. In my crooked letter born in the bayou, swamp sweat dripping, got the devil in my draw, but my true swing harder than a chainsaw brawl. I've been living off the grill where the snakes don't hiss, they bite, they strike just like this fist. I walk with the pain of a broke down shack, but I carry that hurt like a 12-gauge strap. Ain't soft, ain't sweet, I'm the roots in the rock, and I still thank the Lord for the little I got.
Holla, born, hammer, hard, steel, soul, country scarred. Whip that grit in a mason jar. Banjo burning, trap guitar. Fast tongue slinger, outlaw bringer. Backwoods wise like an old grave digger. Talk that talk, better walk that yard. We from red clay blood where the pain hit hard.
Wherever we from, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, we all holler bred, pain fed, and soul tested. Ain't nothing pretty about it, but it's real.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Grew up in a storm with a bottle in hand. Pants drunk, passed out like it's part of plan. 6 damn kids in a war zone home where the love was fake and the pain was known. Oldest brother had a look in his eye that said, don't scream, don't fight, don't cry. He was a shadow that stalked our skin, did things I still scrub off again and again. Daddy got lit to monster real quick, breath smelled like sin and a half-inch fifth. He tucked us in when mama passed out. I told the truth and they threw me out. Stepmom spit venom like I ruined her name, but she turned a blind eye to the goddamn shame. Said I lied that I wanted attention while I sat there stewing in the soul detention. No bedtime story, just doors that slam. A backyard jungle for a sacrificial lamb. They said go play while the beer can't stack, so I played with my rage and never looked back. Art was my armor, silence my gun. Every stroke bled like a setting sun. I was that quiet girl with a ticket sound, and when I snapped, they hit the ground. Like a fight, bitch had it coming. 3 adults couldn't stop what I summoned. A hurricane hush in a tiny frame with a fist full of fury and a no-shame name. Military school tried to leash the beast, but I just learned how to kill it with peace. Yes sir, no ma'am. Bottle it tight till it all combusted one lonely night. Dad slapped me when I snuck out late. Called me a slut, said I sealed my fate. I cursed his name like I lit a match. Said I hope the devil would snatch his ass. Hours later, heard a thump and a scream. He was sprawled in the dark like a bad dream. Stepmom sobbing, I dropped to the floor. Gave CPR to the man I swore to abhor. Hated him, still try to save. Even demons get flowers on the grave. Hospital lights, white sheets, dead breath. One last slap from life is dead. And cried, didn't talk, just packed my bag. Went to the court with a redneck flag, but I ain't cut out for salute in March. I was too damn cracked in the deepest part. They kicked me out, said I ain't fit, but they never saw me battle my own shit. Came home with nothing but a name and pain, and a body that shook every time it rained. Mary Young thought I found peace, but love turned sour like spoiled grease. Caught him cheating, walked out proud. Broke the breathing storm in a shroud. Then came the next with a bottle in hand. Sipping demons he couldn't understand. Cancer ate him like life ate me. Held his hand through the screens and IVs. Watched him fade while I stood like steel. Learned how to suffer, learned how to feel. With a wet 46 death in the bed. Told the mirror, bitch, you already dead. But now I scroll one night, despair. Saw some art like breathing air. Messaged him, say your soul is loud. Now he lives with me and I'm kinda proud. 9 years younger, he swears he'll stay. But trust is a ghost, won't go away. Love him hard, but I sleep half on. Got a heart that's sweet and a mind is charmed. Still think he'll leave, cause love don't stick. Not to girls like me, born broken and thick. Barbed wire wraps my rib cage tight. I flinch when I'm hugged, I bite when polite. Don't trust easy, don't sleep deep. Don't talk much cause the scar's too steep. But I keep it real, spit fire on the beat. till my demons run in the lodge retreat. I walk like war in a sundress torn, grit in my voice and a soul that's warm. No fairy tales, no Disney and just blood in my boots and a mic to bend. I'm the nightmare wrapped in southern drawl, pretty but deadly with a stone cold brawl. Spit my truth like high breath shell. If I go down, I'm dragging hell. I'm the woman your mama warned you about, but too late, son, already came out. Painted with scars, dripping finesse. Queen of the pain with a mouth like a mess. I got steel in my spine, bourbon in veins, whiskey breath kisses and blackout rains. This ain't sadness, this is damn art. Straight from a soul with a barbed wire heart. Nah.
We got that southern pride rolling deep through the pines, where the dirt roads wind and the bonfire shines. Got a girl in my lap and a bud in my hand, and a steel string sound from a redneck band. We got that southern pride where the wild things ride, from the hills to the bayou we don't ever hide, with the stars up above and a rebel flag flying. We living and we loving and we damn sure ain't lying.
Yeah. I was born with a hound dog's bark, backwoods thump in the Chevy's park, mud on the fender, cold in the cooler, banjo picking from a back porch ruler. Mama cooked grits on a cast iron flame. Daddy taught me how to shoot, I ain't claim we ain't never had much, but we had that grit. Old camo hat in the truck that spit, riding four-wheelers through the hollering creeks with a blunt in my mouth and the mud on my sneaks. Dirt bikes revving through the pinewood maze, girls and Daisy Dukes, boys in a blaze, rebel flags waving in the neon dust, cranking Johnny Cash while we kicking up dust. Stone with my baby by the tailgate light, and we party till dawn in the
got that southern pride rolling deep through the pines, where the dirt roads wind and the bonfire shines. Got a girl in my lap and a bud in my hand, and a steel string sound from a redneck band. We got that southern pride where the wild things ride, from the hills to the bayou we don't ever hide, with the stars up above and a rebel flag flying. We living and we loving and we damn sure ain't lying. Southside strip, deep fried in the soul, from the bonfire stories to the shine we stole. Couple slow dancing in the firelight glow, tipping their hats to the moon hanging low. Hunting at dawn, fishing at noon, got a 30-06 and a rowboat tune. Skinning bucks, cleaning trout on the tailgate, pass the jar around, let fate narrate. Chewing on that backwoods romance fire, she rolling blunts while I fix the tie. Tailgate thumping with the beat in the bed, and she singing every word that Skinner said. We don't need city lights, we blaze our own, with a six-pack chilling in the outlaw tone. Girls in the boots and boys in flannel, country life twists like a shotgun handle. We ain't just living, we celebrating. Every scar on this skin, it tells a southern story about freedom, family, and never forgetting where the hell we came from. We got that southern pride rolling deep through the pines, where the dirt roads wind and the bonfire shines. Got a girl in my lap and a bud in my hand, and a steel string sound from a redneck band. We got that southern pride where the wild things ride, from the holler to the lake where the bullfrogs cry. We laugh, we fight, we stay side by side, and we'll carry this out till the day we die. Yeah, we got that pride, that southern pride. Back roads burning and the moon riding high. So pour up a glass and let that rebel flag fly. We got that southern pride till the day we die.
Had a life most folks would kill to own. Corner office, 3 phones, built it all on my own. Woke up every day to the sound of peace. Wife smiling at me, kids playing at my feet. Business was good, man, it boomed for years, till the market crashed and they played on fears. Regulation stacked, taxes bled me dry. Tried to hold it all in, but I broke inside. Wife said we'll get through, but I saw her drift. Stress turned me cold, gave depression a lift. I snapped at the kids, drowned the guilt and gin. Told myself every night, tomorrow I'll win. But tomorrow kept falling through holes in the floor. Ripple trucks, pink slips, notices at the door. Then she left one night, took the babies too. Said you ain't the same man I once knew.
I had it all, but the world took it back. Left me standing in the rain on a one-way track. I was praying for death, just to numb the pain, till I found the Lord in a cell block chain. Yeah, I lost my way, but he lit my path, turned whiskey tears to a righteous wrath. From the bottle to the Bible, I'm rising still. It's a rock bottom revival by God's will.
Hit the streets like a ghost in chains, heart full of rage, so drenched in shame. Started running with some boys I swore I'd never call fam, selling poison, packing heat, doing dirt for a gram. Didn't care who I hurt, just wanted the high, trying to quiet all the voices always asking me why. One night the feds came, kicked in the door, face down, cuffs tight, couldn't run anymore. Judge looked down like I was nothing but waste, said you're lucky son, I just give you a taste. 5 years, hard time, concrete and steel, no more lies, no more fake, just what's real. In the dark of that cell, I screamed at the sky, why you letting me rock God, why you watching me die? Then a voice in the night said, son, you ain't through, your pain has a purpose, I got work for you. I dropped to my knees, didn't know what to say, just cried out loud like a child that day. Asked for grace, begged for a sign, and felt peace wrap around this wreck so high.
I had it all, but the world took it back, left me standing in a storm, hard under attack. I was lost, confused, ready to fall, but the Lord called me when I lost it all. Yeah, I burned my bridges, I buried my name, but through prayer and time I shed my shame. Now I walk with scars, but I walk with pride. It's a rock bottom revival with God as my
I got a gate with a Bible in hand, didn't have a dollar but I had a plan. Went straight to a church, cleaned up slow, started sweeping them floors just to earn some hope. Met a pastor who said, your past ain't your grave, you're a soldier of God, not the world's broken slave. Got my record seal, got a job that stuck, even started seeing my kids on weekends. Man, what luck, built it back one breath at a time. Still fighting demons, but I ain't blind. I mentor now, men like me who got lost in the dark and need to believe.
I had it all, but I found my worth, not in gold or a title, but a holy rebirth. I was broken, gone, swallowed by pain, but redemption came like a southern rain. Now I live for truth, I sing my song, for the felons, the addicts, the ones done wrong. Yeah, I fell to hell, but I rose again. In this rock bottom revival, I found my amen.
Yeah. We don't do pavement around here. We don't do slow. Throttle wide open, eyes red as hell. Welcome to the Redneck Rodeo.
Backroad king with a blood in my jaw, ripping that throttle, I ain't never gon' stall. Me and the boys on the moonlit run, mud in our veins, hearts beat like drums. Can-Am grinding like a wild-eyed beast, tread spitting dirt while we feast on peace. Pine trees ripping, passing a blur, eyes bloodshot, speech starting to slur. We ain't slowing down for no man's gate, breaking them locks, y'all know our fate. Stir, slide through a turn like a boss, mudding like demons, no fear of loss. High beams on and the sound stay bumping, country trap mixed with an 808 thumping. Speakers blasting out outlaw gospel, bassline heavy like a moonshine bottle. Rolling deep like wolves in a pack, bandanas on camo, hats flip back. Lil smoke swirl while we blaze that pine, sticky green reeking like a roadside shrine. We hit that ridge where the creek runs slow, punk them all up, let the red eyes glow. Pass that gas like communion, son, laughing about the shit we done, outrun. Tires still steaming, heart still racing, every damn soul in the squad stay blazing. Take 5 hits, let the mind just drift, feeling like a ghost with a 4-stroke gift. Back in the seat, now the mission resume, fire it up and the pistons go boom. Throttle like seeing in the trail like a prayer, red dirt rising like smoke in the air. Catch us in the pines where the signal don't reach, we the ones mama warned with a preach. Redneck rebels with no regrets, breaking them laws like bass breaks necks. Dip through a ditch then launch off a stump, frame got bent from the last ass jump. Still riding dirty like a Bible on trial, still lighting up with a crooked ass smile. Ghost riding Can-Ams through the creek, spin that wheel while my lungs go weak. We don't ride safe, we don't ride slow, whole squad lit like a Backwoods show. Chop top dreams, pine sap soul, mud on the pain in my heart ice cold. I was raised with a wrench and a reckless plan, stoned as hell but still God's man. Lil bro in the back with a toothpick lit, duct tape speaker still slapping that shit. Past a jug full of shine, no label, just lightning trapped in a Walmart table. Laughing like devils, we grin at death. We ride full sin till our last damn breath. They say y'all dumb, we say you right. We live like legends, we don't do life like found a spot where the world holds still. Smoke hang thick like the heat off a grill. Heard coyotes sipping crickets reply. Whole damn forest watching us fly. Midnight oil on a back road trail. I swear that mud is my holy grail. Can and roar, got the owls on edge. Tires throwing clay off a rock bluff ledge.
Ain't no phone, no feet, no fear. Just blunt smoke, ghosts, and trailblaze beer. This that outlaw code in my veins. Tattooed pride and backwoods stains. I don't chase dreams, I chase that thrill. Throttle wide open over moonlit hills. Me and the boys, we don't ask why.
We just hit the mud till the well runs dry.
Out here we get stoned and we haul ass. This ain't just life. This is the redneck way. Money, boots, loud, truth, and a soul that never quits. Stoned and hauling ass. No brakes, no filter. No regrets. Let's ride.
Yeah, you barking big, huh? Talking Rex behind that screen. But around here, we don't play dress up cowboy. You wanna step in the woods? Better lace them up tight, cause we don't talk tough, we throw fists.
Got the dirt where the knuckles get busted. Mud on my boots, every tooth been dust. I don't flex online, I just load my pride and swing like a bell when the wolves collide. Click, clack, jaw with your keyboard claws, but your real life hands never seen no brawls. Tough guy talk on the Wi-Fi thread till a corn-fed demon put hands to your head. Snapbacks twist when the hook connects. Raised on respect and a redneck hex. You ain't built for the smoke, we the type to ignite. Tennessee moonshine fuels the fight. Spit with the venom of a copperhead coiling. Call it out once, now the backwoods boiling. Crack skull logic, I don't do warnings. Catch you outside, you be praying by morning. Driller out here, we don't just talk that loud. We swing first, leave them sleeping in the clouds. You run your mouth, we'll stomp that out. You fuck around, you gon' find out. The bonfires burn where the pain gets dealt. We don't need steel, just the cards we felt. So test this pride, go ahead and shout. You fuck around, you gon' find out. I don't need no clickbait, thread, or flex. Just a set of dirty hands and a chin that checks. I was raised by fists, and Friday night scars got swung at once. Turned that into bars, cornfield brawling, stomped into silence. Learn how to box with a mouth full of violence. No code switch here, stay outlaw rigid. In your city, slick punches get broke like digit. Hit hard like a truck on a back road bounce. Each word I spit got a whole ass ounce. I'm country to the cartilage, bone and grit. You TikTok gangsters just counterfeit. Ain't no peace sign hanging on this gate. Just a warning in rush, don't tempt fate. You keep chirping in, chirping till the hawk comes swoop. Now your mama buying flowers in a funeral suit. Hard out here, we don't just talk that loud. We swing first, leave them sleeping in the clouds. You run your mouth, we'll stomp that out. You fuck around, you gon' find out. These woods don't care if you roll 10 deep. Your squad ain't shit when the roots run deep. So try your luck, let the demons shout. You fuck around, you gon' find out. If you feeling froggy ribbit, jump boy, live it. Country girl wild with a mean ass hook. Took 3 to the chin and she barely shook. We don't bluff out here, we swing for truth. From old timers to the flame-toothed youth. So watch that tone when you cross this line, you'll learn the cost. Paid in time. Talking big on snap, acting bad in threads, but you fold in person like hospital beds. Catch me in flannel, scars on display like, hi, I'm the storm that you prayed away. Backhand truths hit harder than boots. You bark like a dog, but you ain't got roots. We got blood on these belts from the lessons we gave, in a whole damn town full of fists and graves. My girl got a jaw like a county jail warden. She'll drop you quicker than your mama's abortion. This ain't no threat, it's a rural invite. We brawl for fun under moonlight fights. So come test the hill folk, you brave now. Try stepping through a bomb with your fake ass clown. When your tears hit dirt, don't powder pout. Just remember the name, fuck around and find out. Out here, we don't just talk that loud. We swing first, leave them sleeping in the clouds. You run your mouth, we'll stomp that out. You fuck around, you gon' find out. But these woods got rules, ain't no rewind. You cross that line, best pray you find. We don't forget and we don't bow out. You fuck around, you gon' find out. This ain't the city, son. We don't cancel, folks. We fucked them up.